Welcome back, guys. We are back again on another episode, and I got to get prepared to say this one more time because I'm not together.
Hello.
Welcome.
The Squeeze Podcast.
Welcome back, guys. We are here on the
Squeeze Podcast.
with your host, Juice, and a lovely, lovely guest, Dubs Kitty.
Hello there.
And she's here today to tell you guys all about the anime Blerd convention world and all the crazy razzmatazz and shit and shenanigans that goes on in that world. So, yeah, let's talk about it. How long you been doing this?
I've been cosplaying for about 4 years, but going to conventions for about a year and about 8 months.
Okay, well, cosplaying by yourself then.
I have been cosplaying for myself, getting better with makeup over the time, getting better with special effects, getting better with craftsmanship, making my own props. I don't make any of the cosplays. I do make cosplay modifications, but I buy the cosplays.
So what was your first mod then?
My first mod would have to be, if I can just like scale my brain back, dial it back, it would have to be, Pause it. I actually can't remember. I think my first modernization was the you got me off guard with this question. Can you ask the question over again, like in a couple seconds? Like pause it.
No problem, no problem. When you began cosplaying, what was it that inspired you to enact certain characters that you felt resonated with you?
I'm a very creative person. When I see a character that catches my eye of something that I know that I can do and pull off if needed to be like act like the character, I'm definitely going to go straight forward. I'm going to get the wig, I'm going to do the makeup, get the contacts, I'm going to full cannon this cosplay.
Okay, so what's your favorite, well, what was the one that you felt like was your best cosplay, and why was it the best one? How was it full canon, as you just said to us here?
I believe that was the Shion cosplay from that one time I got reincarnated as slime. You can watch it on Crunchyroll. This cosplay, it had the teal blouse with the purple pantsuit. She has like this light lilac colored hair with the black horn sticking from her forehead, the purple eye contacts. She is a personal bodyguard of Rimuru Tempest, the main character in that one time I got reincarnated as a slime. This character, she is like fierce. She's like Holly Berry meets Michelle Rodriguez action-wise, and she's just really just badass. I love her.
Can you share your journey into the world of conventions and what initially drew you to them?
I actually just wanted to go full throttle head first into knowing what it was like to be around other people who cosplay. I wanted to know what happens at the convention, such as the panels, the contest, if there were any. Turns out there are, obviously.
A bunch.
And the side quest programming. And that by itself is like very, very diverse too. I definitely got a huge eye opener to that. I've wanted to see what are the current events that happen. Are they going to do it again next year? Are they like known for a specific theme? I'm a very introverted person, but going out to contests made me very extroverted.
Well, extroverted how? And so actually, let's touch on the side quests. What is the side quest? You said adventures or?
Yeah. So we have
side quest adventures.
Yeah, we have our anime loving people. We have our manga readers. We have the cosplay contest and the prop contest. We have all that. But we also have like the side thing. I think my first time seeing it was at Dragon Con in Atlanta, Georgia. They had a side quest called the muscle buff anime characters. Mm-hmm. But let me rephrase that. That was it was a muscle building contest. It's basically cosplayers who had like buff muscles. They would perform stretch, flex, all of that to see who had like the most, muscle tone, muscle defined.
Muscle mass.
Yeah, all of that. It was amazing.
Oh, you was over there on Lickum status, huh?
I was not on Lickum status. My eyes may have been glued on a couple characters or two. I may have sat on the first row for one of them.
Okay, so what was some of the characters you was out there looking?
I looked, and I was actually kind of shocked, and it was very motivational, but she cosplayed Cammy from Street Fighters.
Yeah, you're good.
Yes. She did great. And it's just, then we had another character from Resident Evil. It definitely like he was starting off doing his thing, but definitely a looker.
What was he, a Leon or?
I think it was Leon.
Okay, and you were saying that it made you a lot more extroverted. So, what is some things that you could tell us that made you a little bit more extroverted, or how have you seen? What were the things that changed that made you more extroverted?
Usually, when I go out, I like to have a good time, and that depends on where I go. Either it's by myself or with my group of friends, just to collaborate with people. And I think it was like my first time going to like an anime rave, and then I went to. There was some type of little Just Dance panel going on. And mind you, this is not all, it doesn't have to be all anime, it doesn't have to be all manga, it doesn't have to be all anything science, of that lore. It's just people stepping out and be like, hey, we like these.
They know the movements from heart. They be sitting there, arms stretched back and just going crazy.
It's not only that. Don't forget the K-pop dancers.
K-pop?
There's a
K-pop dance?
Yes, everybody, you'll see them once. All you gotta do is just play a song, and they know it. It is hardwired of all ages. It's just hardwired. I have never seen so many people move in sync. It's mind blowing. And this song probably came out 2 hours ago, and they already know the dance moves to the whole song. I'm just saying. I'm not a K-pop fan, but I love to watch it.
Okay, can you name 5 of the biggest negatives that you found while going to cons?
Let's see, 5 biggest negatives. 1, people being late to their own scheduled events. The lines at conventions are already chaotic enough. I'm just going to leave it at that. Number 2, the staffing of the location. When it comes to hospitality, we'll have toilet paper out. We'll have paper towels out, won't have soap, won't have hand sanitizer. I'll have my own. I carry around my own bottle of soap, my own hand sanitizer, all of that. But if I go in the bathroom and I don't even see paper towels, that's a red flag for me when it goes to a convention. I'm probably not going to go back to the convention next year because of the level of professionalism that goes on. Let's see, the third one, I would say the timing of the floors, because a lot of people, they like to party all night. And let's say, for instance, the floor closes at 2 p.m. Why can't it close at 5 or at 7 or at 9? I understand we're on other people's time, but people go there to buy merchandise, to meet their favorite actors, their favorite actress, their favorite performers.
To see girls in skimpy outfits.
And the girls see girls in skimpy outfits and got asked to get stepped on. I'm just saying.
You know what's crazy? I have a homeboy. I'm going to ask him if he'll let me do it. I might drop the pictures of that in this video right now. But, that's strange to me, too. Have you stepped on anybody?
I have stepped on a few people. Yes, I have.
And what is the satisfaction in stepping on people?
The satisfaction is just seeing the look on people's joyous faces.
And they'd be extremely happy, too. You're missing just...
I think... Let's see, what's another negative action? I would say when it comes to the area of outside looking in, the outside people to the con, it can be very unsafe at times. I've witnessed somebody almost being kidnapped, and it's what is going on right here? It's a convention. Hey, jump in my car. I don't know you. It's people do not stop these days. Nothing stops these people. And I'm wondering, where's the security at? We have security monitoring the floors, checking the badges, but what about the security outside? Are they not responsible for that? This is a convention of possibly thousands of people attending. And the last one, let's see if I can come up with a last one.
I was gonna say, even with that last one that you just said, though, I was gonna say the people
No, that's
can't be, security can only do so much. These people got to watch out for themselves. They better, go into the telephone booth like Superman and transform back, blend back into society.
Oh, here we go. Number 5. When things get canceled a little bit too early because of a mishap that doesn't affect everybody. Like, say, for instance, we have the main floor. People walk and stand all day. We encourage people to stay hydrated and to eat. There's 9 times out of 10, at least 2 out of maybe 50 people, that's just stretched out a little bit, that will fall out of exhaustion. And then, say, for instance, we have like a technical malfunction and we don't have a backup location. You just let down thousands of people, just hundreds of people. Let's say, for instance, we have like a rave. Boom, the music goes out. What now? We were looking forward to a rave. There's no backup. There's no secondary action when you go to cons. It's just what it is. If something's not working, it's canceled.
It's over.
Yep.
Describe the sense of community that you found within the conventions. You can even shout out anybody if you want to, as far as, meeting people and all that and through conventions.
I've seen, and I've loved the fact that I've seen a lot of diversity. It doesn't matter what color, what shape, what size, height you are. Cosplay is for everybody. And to see different variations of cosplay, it's pretty awesome to look at. Yeah, they can be tall and cosplaying like an Eevee character, or they can be like short and cosplaying Goku. It doesn't matter. I want to edit over that, actually. Ask me, because I've met so many people at the cons, but if you greet me with that specific greeting, I know exactly who it is. Or if we have like the across the room bowling type of gesture, I know exactly who it is. Or I think it's the last one. If I've met you at a specific event that is covered on a con schedule and they do a specific thing, I can remember the event and then I can remember the people. Because you meet so many people when you go to cons. So many.
Okay. You meet so many people at the cons, guys. Mm-hmm. And how have they impacted your life, I would say? Like, what was it that, have they changed it in any kind of way? Have they made it better or got on your damn nerves that you want to kick them down the street and roll them down the hill?
No. I haven't met anybody that was completely just had like the negative energy and negative vibe about them. And even if it was, just murder them with kindness.
Oh, you murdered them cold-blooded?
Murdered them cold-blooded with
Kill Bill style?
kindness.
Kill Bill style?
Yeah.
Okay.
They inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing.
Oh, the haters, right?
Yeah.
The haters.
Motivating me because I know, one, I'm getting better at what I'm doing. And I'm not doing it for the negative audience. I'm doing it for myself.
Okay, so for somebody who has never been to a convention or seen any type of anime con, what are some things you should look out for?
Look out for the creeps. Look out for the time schedule to know when things start and end for safety reasons. Why? Because the volunteers pretty much stick to themselves at cons. Look out for, just the area outside the con as well. Know like where you're going to be at, you have money for Uber or Lyft or rental. Make sure you can get from point A to point B.
But you said something about creeps, and that's broad. What type of creeps are usually at the cons? Like, can you name a few? Like, what should we be afraid of? Because there's creeps. What are they, breathing down your neck, or what are they doing?
I mean, not to be very much afraid of them, but just know that they're there. Go report them. Call security. The creeps that look at you with the corner of their eye all slit like. The other ones, they have, like the phone out, be kind of like sneaking it in different positions to try to take a picture of like an explicit body part. You got the ones that like.
You can tell them the pieces of the body that they own.
Yeah, and the ones that continues like to stalk you around and just walk behind you, probably follow you to the bathroom, try to see what hotel room you in. People are very weird, and they do the most.
They definitely do. And to even get into it a little bit more, like, I know you wasn't trying to mention it, but the funk be ridiculous. It's the thing you really need to look out for is people and their body odors, okay?
Yes.
You need to come up in there with, like, Best move you could do is get you like a little rubbing oil, put it up under the nose, so when you walking through, you at least smell better than what these people's doing.
That's not enough.
What would you recommend?
You can still body funk through that.
Well, what you recommend then?
I recommend cosplayers take a shower.
I recommend that too. I think that anybody who's a cosplayer and you watching this, don't take your ass to any event and you ain't watched it. Like, don't even think about coming out the damn door. Matter of fact, yeah, don't think about coming out the damn door if you ain't washed your ass. I don't understand why a group of people don't. And I know you smell other people. So if they stink and you think about it and you did the same thing that they did, you stink. I don't go outside without taking a shower. I come back home, take another shower. Not just because I want to smell good, just because it feels good to be clean.
I'm saying not just take a shower. Take a shower, exfoliate, get some soap in there, get some shampoo in your hair. Rinse that stuff off, dry off, deodorant.
Yeah, definitely deodorant.
Lotion.
Antiperspirant if you are, can't put deodorant on. Go ahead.
If you're gonna wear perfume or cologne, take a shower first. Don't
put it on top. Never cake it on top.
Never.
And these are some amazing grooming tips because I know a lot of people aren't even aware. And I've had episodes about it, so if you want to look at that, we got a grooming 101. I'll link it down or right up here so that way you can see it. But you need to have your grooming on point. Both male, female, or in between, it don't matter. Make sure your ass is clean.
It's not just that. Make sure your cosplay outfits have been washed.
Or dry cleaned.
Keep up your hygiene.
Important. It's just period. That's what she said. It's just period. How do you maintain your excitement every year, getting back into cons and going and all that other kind of stuff?
I get to show people what I look like with the cosplay outside the house. Because I'll cosplay and I'll be at home. I'll be making content, be making TikToks. But I'll be indoors. Going to conventions, I get to show people, the effort that it took me to put this cosplay together.
Okay, I think you told me something interesting outside of the pod. Mm-hmm. But how often are you going to cons? And how is it that you're getting there?
So the cons that I'm interested in, it depends. This year of 2023, I've been going to cons pretty much the whole year, trying to see what's going to be my normal area for going, what areas am I going to use for marketing, what areas I'm going to use for, taking photos the next time I go through there. Like, it's a lot, actually. Yeah.
So how many have you gone to?
Oh, it's too many to count.
And how many did you plan to go to?
As far as right now, after 2023, I don't plan on attending any con.
Oh, y'all gonna miss her, y'all. Con, she's out of there. The illustrious Dubs is hanging up the capes and mask and all the sexy outfits, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she might say no, I'm over there.
What do you mean? How I get to these cons?
Yeah, how do you, because a lot of people, they are afraid to go, so how do you fund your trips and things of that nature?
I work. I work. I drive.
Okay.
If it's too far for me to drive, I take a flight. I get really cheap flights. A lot of people don't like Frontier. But there's Southwest, there's Spirit. I'm not saying be big money balling, but if I'm flying over 6 hours, I might cop a Delta flight.
I definitely respect that because your neck got to work.
Comfortable.
You want your neck to work when you get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other aspects of cosplaying that you wish you could, embody that you haven't been able to capture yet?
My thing is just having a luscious array of backdrops. Because usually when I edit my photos, I just blur the background, or I can just crop my body out and go to another background. If I could just have a tapestry that I would actually own and keep it, that would be my new backdrop. I can always go outside and go to different areas for scenery, but then there's traffic, there's distraction, the traffic of people. distractions. Who knows? It might start raining. You gotta plan for those type of things.
Okay, so let's get a little bit more intimate now, and let's talk about that underbelly. Talk about some of those stories and things that you wish you didn't have to experience while you were over at cons. Some of those maybe creep experiences, maybe some people getting on your nerves or bumping into you, and anybody trying to knock you because they feel like they had a better cosplay than you. Let's talk about that. You got any stories for us?
It has gotten better over the years where people have tried to come up to me and say, you're not even, like, you didn't even do the whole cosplay. That's not even a full cosplay. And I'm just like, this person isn't even in cosplay, for one. And then two, probably stinks and has bad breath. Three, is trying to tell me what to do and trying to, like, rain on my sunshine. Like, say, for instance, if I cosplay, let's see, if I was to cosplay Marceline, who is a vampire from Adventure Time. If I was to cosplay Marceline, you know, she's a gray-bodied vampire with elf-like ears, long black hair, green eyes, red and black plaid shirt, blue jeans, red boots.
Yes, sir, from Adventure Time.
So if I decide that I want to wear gray shorts with a Marceline band shirt with a torn-up jean rock star type of jacket with a long black haired wig, and I don't paint my skin, let me do that. Cosplay is for everybody. Everybody knows I'm Marceline.
What you mean by everybody knows? What are you saying? That
there are specific things that when you cosplay, you gotta have like their signature notes. Like, for instance, Velma, she's known for wearing what? Orange and red. She also has the black glasses and a magnifying glass. Mm-hmm. You can wear, say, for instance, red pants and an orange halter type, and we know that's Velma. It's been etched in our brain since we were like little children that those are Velma's colors.
Okay.
Like that.
So you're saying don't be trying to challenge what you got on.
Yeah.
If you know who the fuck I am for real, but you just over there playing. I got you. And what other things do you think you got going?
I would say...
like, I remember this is the underbelly with some of the stuff that you wanted to...
There's some stuff that's been, like, crazy. I hate when, like, you go to cons and there's, like, a group of, like, people who just have, like, this negative action about themselves. They walk in groups. They, like, push people over. It's just like, why are you here? Like, people are just rude.
Like the Klan.
Right. It's like a clan of people, yeah. The clan of people.
The clan of people.
Yeah. And then, say, for instance, if you're walking, I think all of my issues have happened outside the con lately versus when I first started. Like, when I walked outside the con for this most recent one, this person was just like, you go out the house wearing that? I bet that cosplayer is Japanese. You're not Japanese. And I just look at them just like, you literally thought and woke up this morning and like, that's a correct statement to say to somebody at an anime con.
Yeah, you know, some people are messed up in the head.
They are.
Screws are very unloose in today's society, for sure.
I've seen a lot of people go as far as being desperate to follow the very, I don't want to say gifted, because the more bustier cosplayers. I've seen people hound at them asking to like, hey, can you step on me? Can I buy your underwear? Let me sniff your feet or stuff like that. People are weird.
They say
and I'm glad this is not at every con, but like high traffic cons, they're at those.
So wait a minute. They just came directly up to you and was like, look, I just want these feet pics, or...
Not that to me personally, but I've had somebody come up to me and wanted to buy the underwear that I was wearing.
Currently on you. Still dripping wet, right?
I mean, it wasn't that hot outside, but they just wanted to just know, what does this cosplayer's underwear smells like? I will give you $30, $50 for it. I'm like, I'm trying to enjoy my best life, have fun with my friends. Yeah. I literally, and then just go whisper over to security like, hey, that guy's a creep over there. He wanted to buy my underwear.
Yeah, that's definitely strange. Is there anything else that you might want to add to it?
Oh, please be aware that the volunteer workers, keyword volunteer, that means they're not getting paid. Yeah. And some of them have attitudes. I've been to a sort of number of cons, and they let other people's like energy just rub off on them, and they just turn into this like this evil. Can I cuss? This evil bitchy attitude, and I'm just like wondering like what side of the bed that they wake up on. Like somebody get this person some water, some candy. You need some milk.
Need some milk.
Need some milk.
Do you have any favorite convention traditions or rituals that you look forward to every year? Excuse me.
I love this question. I have a lot of traditions that I do at cons. And it started when I went to, I think it started when I went to CosplaCon. Every cosplay that I would wear, I would just pretty much lay on the ground as if I'm defeated. Because one, you walk a lot at cons. I'm pretty nourished, and I hope you are too.
Keep yourself hydrated.
But at the same time, you're tired from all that walking around. So I just take a picture in a very awkward position, like a chalk line.
Hold on, do that position again.
Just like
a little Family Guy death.
Yeah.
With your leg kicked up from the side.
Yeah, and the head twisted around, arm behind the back.
Okay.
Defeated, or just like laying out flat. Mm-hmm. So that's usually my thing. I also have another thing where I go out and wait for like a whole bunch of people to group around me, and it can be like in the lobby area or down a hallway, and I can be like, can I get a oh yeah? Oh yeah? And then have like a lot of people just join in, and I'm 9 times out of 10 I'm recording it for my Snapchat, and then hopefully I can put it on my highlight, and that's like the only open one that I do. Other than that, I ask for other people for their consent. I try to do involved community TikToks where I see somebody who's wearing a similar cosplay than me. Okay. And I can see if they're like athletic or like, just active. And I ask them, hey, do you want to do a TikTok with me? And then I'll do it with them. Like either we're dancing. Like I do a lot of dance cosplays where I'm looking for somebody. Like I uploaded this video because I'm looking for my friend. And then I keep going until I find that friend. It turns out I never did find him. I was at MegaCon, I believe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in Florida. And I was looking for my friend. I couldn't find him.
You've been all around the world with these cons. How many states have you traveled to cons for?
Let's see. Let's count them out here. We got Virginia. We got Alabama. We got Mississippi. We got California. Let's not forget California.
Cali.
Let's see. We got Georgia. We got Florida. We got North Carolina. And we got Indiana. I think that's about it. Indiana. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. She went to about 8 of them.
Can't forget my home state, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yes.
We're going to Tennessee, y'all.
Can't believe I almost forgot my home state.
You did forget it. You didn't want to go back there.
Oh, we have a con that's twice a year.
What's the one?
Anime Blues Con.
Anime Blues. Do they be playing blues at the con?
They actually do not.
Because I was about to say, that's a little Cowboy Bebop-esque, and I think I can get down with that.
Yeah, it's mainly, the cons' names are named based off the area that they're in.
Blues County?
Yeah, no. Memphis, Tennessee is known for home of the blues. We are also home of the barbecue. Just want to put that out there.
Ain't nobody care about y'all barbecue.
Home of the rock and roll.
Home of the rock and roll because the Elvis says. Yeah, you look like you about to, don't burp on it. We outside. Can you share a moment at any con that left you in awe or inspired by creativity or your fellow attendees' creativeness?
Where I was just like, wow, no. Yes, I actually haven't, and that's very eye-opening. I haven't. I usually, when I go to cons and I have that, whenever I have that awe-inspiring moment, it's because I see a cosplayer or performer that I actually pretty much follow on social media. Other than that, that is my only time I ever feel like awe-inspired is whenever I see them in person. And the fact that I can actually take in the moment like, hey, hope it's not too overwhelming. I was like, hey, I actually finally get to meet you in person. I may just be like one extra heart on your social media, but you are very motivational. You are very motivational to me.
You just praise them and try to be absorbed into the religion of the cosplay.
Of course. I don't try to match their style. I try to like show them my style. I love the fact that they give me compliments and it's like from the heart, and I'm just like, you actually took your time and your day to actually talk to me. And I'm so moved by that.
You are
they have like such a great character.
Oh, so you're there for the people, the connections, and that's why I was asking, like, you know, who you made connections with. I said we can shout some people out if you remember their names.
It's a lot of people, but the main two are Sailor Kayla and Insomniac Jen.
Okay, Insomniac Jen and Sailor Kayla, guys. You can look them up as ats. Those are ats. So you can add them at whatever they Insta, I'm assuming. What so let's spin the whole narrative real fast. Let us know, Dubs, top 5 animes.
Oh,
yours. What are your top 5?
You didn't have to get me with that.
Yeah, we want to know,
5.
and they're gonna judge you. They're gonna judge. You know, these people gonna judge.
My number 1 anime that I love the most is Soul Eater.
Oh, number 1? That's number 1
for me.
I actually love Soul Eater, but I don't know about number 1 though.
I love Soul Eater.
Number 1.
Let's see, number 2.
Gotta be Fire Force.
Crickets.
I hear it. It's quiet out here.
Crickets.
I think I had that.
Number 2 is Rosario Vampire.
Oh yeah, you didn't read that though? Shit.
I've seen every episode though.
No, Rosario Vampire was way better as the manga read. Probably the light novel was even better.
Number 3, the last 3 have always changed depending on like, you know, where we are up in the anime world. Number 3.
Those are the shifting slots, I'm guessing.
They are the shifting slots. They are the shifting slots. I would say number 3 has made it Hell's Paradise.
Okay.
They have the greatest graphics and the greatest soundtrack. Woo! Love it.
Dang, better than Dragon Ball?
Everything's better than Dragon Ball.
Everything's better than Dragon Ball.
Everything. Let's see. Number 4, that one time I got reincarnated as a slime.
It's better than Dragon Ball.
It's better than Dragon Ball. It's an isekai. So
it is one of the main isekai. I'll give you that.
Yes. Of course.
I know one that's better, but I'll tell you off screen.
Is it my number 5?
My number 5? I don't know.
Is it my number 5?
I don't know about my number 5. What's my number 5 about? Tell me that one.
I don't know. I want you to guess it.
What is it about? Oh, isn't that the robot one?
No.
It's the one where the dude is robot. He's a robot with. He look like Machine Head.
What are you talking about? Like
my number 5.
What are you talking about? Like Cyborg 009 or something?
No, he looked like he got one eyeball. His head is a box. He looked like Fooly Cooley robot. And he listen. He looked like an android man, and he out there with the magic peoples, getting his ass whooped.
Absolutely.
And he recovered his pieces and he just put it back together.
Number 5 is Jobless Reincarnation.
Oh, that is your number 5.
Yes.
I'm thinking my number 5 was the name of the anime. See, that's what we're arguing about.
There's an anime called My Number 5.
Yes.
Wow.
That's what I was like, oh.
I have to check it out.
You know, you just never know what you're watching nowadays. But go ahead. So you said it's what? Say it again. I'm sorry.
It's Jobless Reincarnation.
The one where the guy has ED?
No.
The main character has ED in that show.
Oh my goodness. I know what you're talking about. And no.
He does have ED.
We're talking about this man who gets isekai'd into another world where there's magic. His name is Rudius.
He has ED. Anybody who watches that, the man has ED. Okay, guys. He gets ED because he's a 35-year-old man stuck in a child's body doing creeper stuff, and it's not for children. Definitely not.
You and your dark humor backstory about anime.
Listen, all these stories are even worse than you think. You don't even want to get me started about Barney, okay?
He's not even real.
Barney was the worst of the worst, though.
He's not real.
What Barney's best friends' names were?
He's not real.
So animes are real? Who's real in anime?
Everybody. Jujutsu Kaisen. Everybody in Jujutsu Kaisen was real.
Tell me how they all real.
Scenery.
Satoru Gojo, where is he at in real life?
Chilling.
What you got his number?
I can get it.
From who?
Itadori.
And where he at? So so it's a man out here eating fingers. And you down with that? You gonna let him slay? Would you let Itadori slap them cheeks? Or Sukuna? Who's getting it? We need a confirmation on the screen.
Sukuna.
Oh, God. Sukuna for the win, y'all. She want that demon vitamin D. Okay, so we're still missing 3 and 4. You gave us 1, 2, skip 3, and then went to 5.
I did not skip 3.
I was 3, 5, 4 then.
I need to regroup myself to figure out what these were. We have Soul Eater.
Yep.
We have Rosario Vampire.
Yes, that's 1 and 2. You skipped to 5.
I did not.
You did.
I said that one time I got reincarnated as slime.
Boom.
I did.
You did say that.
Let's put Assassination Classroom in there.
As a top, this is the top 5 for Dub's Kitty, y'all.
It moved me.
Moved her into foolishness.
It moved me.
Because the man cut a finger off and it looked like what it looked like.
Are we talking about Assassination Classroom?
When he cut his finger off and it was wiggling on the ground, what did it look like? What did it look like?
That's not what I'm on right now.
Anyway, we know what it was
on
about.
Demon Time.
It was definitely on Demon Time. The whole show was on Demon Time. Okay? It moved you to what?
It was very emotional.
Please tell us how it moved you. What inside was vibrating with the emotion of school?
It was a very touch. They grew a bond with their teacher, and they're supposed to kill him.
Did they not kill him? Because didn't they have to kill him before the moon?
Watched anime.
Did they kill him or not?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did. They had to murk his ass because he was yellow.
Even from the first
he was the mustard man.
The first episode, he's taking names. He's dodging across the class. He's not dodging like bullets. He's dodging these bullets that can kill him specifically. They know it can kill him. This man is moving at hypersonic speed. And as he's taking attendance, they're just like, all right, I'm going to take attendance. All right, ready? Aim. And they're just blasting him. Nobody's touching him. The man goes to Japan. He goes to American restaurants. This man goes possibly outside the solar system and come back before lunch is over with.
So that just made him amazing. One Punch Man was doing all of that too.
Nobody likes One Punch Man.
Everybody loves One Punch Man. I don't know what. Why are you only spewing blasphemy and hate in my seat? It's very
Because
blasphemy.
He's the stereotype of all anime characters.
I mean, yes, that's the whole point. He's the man that shuts it all down. So, have you ever witnessed or been a part of a memorable panel at the convention, and can you tell us about it?
Do you have like a depressing sound, like oh? I've never been to panels.
So you go to cons and just walk around to meet the people?
Meet the people. I go to the video game hall. Yeah.
What the fuck do that mean?
So we about to wrap it up, y'all. She's been a lovely guest, and we have been over her little time frame. We're gonna get her to come back, but next time, share some of the behind the scenes insights into the process of planning and executing a successful cosplay.
Let's see. Planning and executing the process?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. If you're gonna make a cosplay from scratch, work with material that's comfortable for your skin. If you're going to get the cosplay and know that your body dimensions don't particularly match up with the medium, large frame, make sure you have a good tailor. Or, gather every material that you need for your sewing kit. Because I can tell you one thing though: the cosplays nowadays versus actually no, the cosplays back then were just like single sheet garments, came apart really easily. The cosplays that they make nowadays, they're well put together now, but they're also very restricting. So, very restricting. Like I have my Rimuru cosplay. The pants are very static. I can walk in them, but I can't take full strides. Okay. So get stuff that's like, flexible, breathable for you.
What if you want to be Iron Man, or you want to be the next full metal alchemist?
Let's see. We got different types of material that can work with that. All you got to do is just paint it. It's going to look just like metal. Okay. Yeah.
What kind of materials? Tell them about it.
You got materials. Some people I've seen somebody use styrofoam and made it look good. I've seen people, get styrofoam, Velcro, magnets, little small magnets, and just like piece stuff together. And they would strengthen it with spray glue. It sounds very wild, but it's extremely creative.
Okay. And just to